So in part 2, we're going to be talking about animal fibers. Animal fiber is soft, warm, luxurious, and crocheters love animal fiber. And each one tells a story, whether it be from the Scottish Highlands to the Andes Mountains. First, let's start with wool, the classic queen. It is used in Scotland, Ireland, Peru, and New Zealand. Now, honey, wool is the OG of animal fibers, okay? And the wool can come from sheep, and depending on what type of sheep the wool comes from, depends on how it feels and how it looks. It can be rough and sturdy, or it can be soft and luxurious. An example would be merino wool. So merino wool is very soft. It's like baby smooth. And a fun fact, wool can absorb 30% of its own weight in water without feeling wet. That means it keeps you warm even in damp weather. Next up, alpaca, the fiber of the gods. Alpaca is used in Peru, Bolivia, and Ecuador. It's soft, hypoallergenic, and it's actually warmer than wool. The Incas used to call it the fiber of the gods, and only royalty wore it. It comes in 22 different shades, from ivory to deep brown, and even silverish gray, which means no dyes are needed. And get this, alpaca has very tiny air pockets inside, so it traps the heat in the air pockets, which makes it super cozy and lightweight. Now, let's talk about my favorite mohair yarn, which is the Diva. Mohair was used in South Africa and Turkey. Comes from the Angora goat, not the rabbit. That's a different fiber, y'all. This yarn is famous for its fuzzy glow. You know, the dreamy glow that you see on luxury sweaters and scarves. And mohair is super durable too. It can literally stretch up to 30% beyond their length and stretch back. And actually, South Africa produces more than half of the world's supply of mohair yarn. When it's blended with silk, it creates that cloud-like texture that creators love. Let's talk about cashmere, honey. Everybody loves some cashmere. It's used in Mongolia and China. Cashmere comes from the soft undercoat of the goats in, Mongolia and the Himalayas. Sorry, y'all. I almost forgot. And each goat only produces enough fiber for one scarf per year. That is the reason it's so expensive, but it's so soft and melts in your hands. Cashmere is also warmer than wool, but also incredibly lightweight. Now let's talk about Angora, which comes from France, and is used from the Angora rabbits. Actually one of the softest fibers on earth, but it's also very delicate, so most crocheters blend it with other fibers. I know on TikTok I see this lady, she has 2 Angora rabbits, and she literally uses their fur and she spins the fibers herself to make her own yarn. It's very cool, y'all. And lastly, y'all, we're gonna talk about silk, which is from India and China. Now, it's spun from silkworm cocoons. It's very luxurious. It's literally one of the strongest natural fibers, and it reflects light beautifully. So whether it's alpaca from the Andes or mohair from South Africa, every animal fiber literally connects us to centuries of tradition and a whole lot of softness. Which one would you love to crochet with next? Tell me in the comment section. I want to crochet with mohair.